What's up folks, it's Fuzz here, welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday, which means we have another squad building video for you guys today. This time we're going to be taking a look at 3 different budgets, all based around the Serie A, because Serie A team of the season is this week. They do go out of packs tomorrow, but I wanted to focus on this. We've got a 200k squad, a 400 to 450k squad, depending on the market prices because of fluctuating, and then a 900k squad. We're going to start off with the 200k, and then we'll sort of show how you can progressively upgrade that as you go. If you enjoy this sort of video, please leave a thumbs up on it. It's greatly appreciated. Helps our algorithm, helps you out. Just I know to make more of these squad building videos for you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here as well. The support on the channel has been brilliant, so if that can continue, absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for all of that. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any themes and budgets you want to see moving forward. Obviously, we're finishing the theme team of the season now. Ultimate team of the season is around the corner, and there will be new promos, so we're open to do hybrids again, mixed leagues, certain sort of variables if you guys have anything specific, so be sure to let me know. And let's jump into the 200k squad builder now. Okay, so we're going to go through the players one by one. We're starting off with the goalkeeper. It's not actually the foot captain's version of Handanovic, but his gold version is the goalkeeper I recommend for this. He's 8.5 thousand coins. It's a point in the game where it's like goalkeeper is very hit and miss, and you just want a reliable goalkeeper. I think Golden Handanovic is one of those guys who's just reliable. He's always good. He's got a solid player. He's got long throw, which is quite nice, and he'll be in every single one of these squads for 8.5k. If you have a better version of him, then feel free to use him in the team. On the right back side of things, we're going to be using a card that got released quite a while ago. It's the Champions League Road to the Knockouts Mueller card. As it stands right now, there's a really limited amount of right back options in the Serie A. A lot of the ones who are available have inflated prices, and the other ones were previously SBCs. So kind of hoping to see maybe more of that coming through. It would be good to get an updated option. There's obviously Quadrado team of the season, but he is quite expensive. But Mueller comes in at 23,000 coins. It's a nice option. I had been considering using Gold Spin as a little off cam here for a few thousand coins instead. Mueller had much better physicals, which sort of aged him in for me. I think he's just a solid option. Obviously, you'll look to upgrade him moving forward, but for a 200k squad, it's quite a solid right back. For the centre back, we're going for a strong link combo that can open up some hybrid options for you, and they're both 25,000 coins in the market. The first is Ibanez, and the second is team of the season Bremer. Now, as you can see, future star Ibanez been out for a little bit now. I've got over 250 games with him. I still think he's a very good centre back. I have a shadow on him because his base pace is really good. He's got dives in the tackles. He's eager to win the ball back. His stats are at that level where he'll still be able to compete with like average players, like the lower end to average players who even have God squads. He will still compete. It's at that higher level where you'll start to get punished, but 200k squad, he works absolute wonders. He's going to be the pacey guy alongside Bremer, who's a bit more of our beastly centre back. He's 6'2", medium workhorse, right footed. I think Ibanez is left. Ibanez is also right footed, so you're gonna have to run 2 right footed centre backs, but there's no issue there. His pace isn't as high, but his physicals are insane. The defending is almost all over 90s. The passing is good outside of the vision, which doesn't matter too much. No trace to speak of. Honestly, you put a shadow in this guy, have him paired for with Ibanez for 50k is really nice combo to have. The left back side of things is a little bit more expensive than it usually be. Hernandez is up at like 13k now, and it's because he's currently got a team of the season, which is Impact, so his gold has risen. Normally he's like 7,000 coins around that mark, but even on his inflated price, his squad still comes in at 200k. Outside of that, there's not many options left back wise in the Serie A. You've got Spinazzola, who's all the way up at 80k now. He was 40k before the promo started, and then there was an Ansaldi SBC. Outside of that, very limited options, so he's your best option to go with in this case. He still gets the job done. He's just one of those players, very similar to Mendy from a couple years ago. You were able to use his 83 rate at the end of the game because he just works. In midfield, we're using an objective player, and this is what first. Although Handanovic is in every team, Lopez is part of 2 players who actually theme in every single one of these squads. He's the objective player. I have yet to complete him, and I'm probably not going to have time to complete him myself, but he's a really interesting option because he's 5'6". He gives me vibes of like Verratti and Kante. He's medium, 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. The medium's not as good if that was medium high, but still solid. Having 99 agility and balance and all his other dribbling, very close to being over 90s, except the composure 87. With that pace at 5'6", he's going to be very rapid in game. His passing is great. You got over 90s in all the key stats. He can actually finish as well if he gets into the box, which isn't a common thing for like someone you're going to use, a defensive midfielder. His defending all in the 80s, not quite as high as maybe you'd want, but his physicals for the stamina and aggression are really strong. because you'd want to boost his strength, I'd still look at maybe putting an anchor in this guy, but I think he's a really nice option as a defensive midfield, maybe like a secondary defensive midfielder or a box-to-box option for them with the medium. As I say, he themes in every single one of these squads. He's a good option, obviously with the French link as well. You can strong link him to Fernandez, you can hybrid into other leagues. It's a very interesting card. It's not for everyone, but I've got to include it here because a free player of this quality in a 200k squad is very valuable. For our actual defensive midfielder, we're running actually quite a small midfield. I'm realizing this now. 5'5" for Triera, 5-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. He'll be really nimble, very similar to the Lopez situation. High agility and balance, good stats elsewhere. Very similar again on the physical front, where like the strength is lower, but the stamina and aggression's there. And then again, the passing's okay. I would say in this system, you're going to be using Triera as your out-and-out defensive midfielder. Lopez more as a kind of box-to-box player. You can put an anchor or a shadow on Triera depending how you see fit. But on the market, he's coming in at 20. How much is he coming in at? He's coming in at 20k at the minute, which is really, really cheap. And I'd have him. And then beside them, you're going to have Elmas, but his Future Stars Cam version. Keep in mind, he has a CDM version and a Cam version. We're going for the Cam. On the market, he's 26k. It's 5-star skill moves, 4-star weight foot. So really nice in that position. He's 6 foot, which opens up the opportunity to do a few different systems because you can use him in the midfield because the stats are good enough for it and he's got the height and the physical for it. So you can use him as a centre midfielder or you can use him as a Cam, which is quite nice. Really good acceleration, so the PS split you probably want to help boost, but the 85 vision, 90 short pass and 87 long pass is solid for a player at this price point. The dribbling is really good and composure is probably the only thing that lets him down a little bit, and he's got the flair trait. His shooting's good. I think honestly you put something like a Hunter or a Hawk in this guy just to boost the shooting and the pace, and I mean it's a good physical if you want to, and it's a really strong option in this budget. You could also strong link him into the Lozano, who costs 30k and he's going to be our right winger. 4-star, 3-star isn't as ideal, but he's got high-low, he's 5'9". His balance does need a boost. I think people like to use a finisher on him. I think it is to get the balance boost because his pace is really required to boost the shooting and the balance. Passing not so good, but really you're trying to utilize him as a pace merchant, and he has the outside of foot shot trait to try and help with that 3-star weak foot. He has fallen behind the curve a little bit, but this card is still very good as a super sub or in these budget teams because ultimately in FIFA, having that pace to burn by people is one of the main things, and then after that it's kind of on you and how you play and how you can finish, and Lozano does offer that. Our striker is going to be the second player of the consistent theme, so Martinez and Lopez are going to be in every single squad here because they're current objective cards, they're free to obtain. It helps us free up budget to spend on other players. I have used him in a lot of friendlies matches where golden goal was happening, and that's why his goal to assist or his goal to gain ratio is awful, but that helps explain that. He's a good striker. I'm going to say he's not as good as he could be. He kind of falls into the same issue that some of these objective players have in team this season, and Fati has it as well, where they just don't play up to the stats quite as well. He had an honorable mention card, which was fantastic for me at the start of the year, but we're talking 200k, and even at all these budgets, he's still a really nice striker to get in. I think you put a Hawk on him just to max out the shooting, max out the pace, and max out the physical. His dribbling is already really good already, so you don't need to put the engine on him. He's just a really nice player. He's got flair and power header trait. He's great. On the market, he'd be a few thousand coins. Not a few thousand coins, a few 100,000 coins. So getting him as a free player is fantastic. I say he doesn't have as much of an impact as he had for me previously. Maybe that's the formations I've been using, but a lot of people are getting results from them, so I would highly recommend including them. And then we complete the 200k squad with Rabbit, who's 29,500 coins in the market for voice break. We complete the squad with Rabbit, who's 29,500 coins in the market. He's high medium, 6'1", so taller game, a 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. No real traits to speak of, but he's just got good base stats across the board. He'll last the whole game with the stamina. His composure and his balance are lower, even his agility is lower as well. I think also you want to put an engine on this card, max the PS out, and get the passing and the dribbling up, but again, for the budget, really solid option. Okay guys, so we're on to the 400 to 450k budget squad here, and we're going to be using a 4-2-2, and we'll just go through and add the players in and build out the squad for you. As you see, Handanovic, Lopez and Martinez, as I was saying, they're common themes here, so we'll build a squad out around that, and you'll see what a good value option you can get for this. We're going to kick it off, and we're overspending a little bit on the right back, I'll be honest here. He's currently 53,000 coins in the market, but he was 35k before this promo started. He's recently risen with the leaks of a team of the season Osimhen coming, but it's Di Lorenzo, outside of Quadrado, and maybe the Darmian SBC, he's pretty much the best right back in the Serie A option wise, and even at 53k, it's a really nice budget. It's a foot birthday, so he's got 5-star skill moves. It'll make him feel a bit nicer on the ball on the 3-star weak foot. He's 6 foot, so you can slot him in at centre back if you ever need to with the medium work rates. Base is good. His shooting's actually decent if he gets forward that much. Vision can let him down a little bit, but if you're not forcing through balls, won't be as bad. The dribbling's well rounded, and then the physicals and the defending is solid as well. He's going to slot into the right back position for us. The first centre back we're going to use is going to be 70,000 coins being spent on the Smalley road to the final. He's being slept on because of his pace split and his height, but he's been doing a fantastic job for me in the past 2 weeks while testing a mix of formations, and he's become a constant in my team. I really do like him. As you see, the play split there is a 75 acceleration, which lets him down, but we do put a shadow on him to get that to 85, and the sprint speed's maxed out. His physicals are insane. His defending gets maxed out. His 99 reactions and 99 composure means he's really, really strong at intercepting tackles. I think there's some gameplay and upcoming future custom tactics videos where you can see like basically the AI for him, because his reactions are so high. He was reacting before I'd even player change to him. And the passing's good as well. For 70,000 coins, I think he's an absolute bargain, and he's a must include in a squad like this. And we're going to pair him beside obviously another Serie A centre back. It's going to be Skriniar. His team of the season, he's 57,000 coins in the market right now. It's a card that I've started using a little bit. He has been solid so far. His goal at the start of the game was fantastic. He had another promo card that came out, I think, with signature signings. It was great, and this team of the season is no different. 2-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. The 4-star weak foot is really nice to work with. He's 6'2". Although he is deemed a more, again, a stronger centre back, I kind of use him as the fast person beside Smalley. Like, I mean, the shadow gets that sprint speed maxed out, acceleration up to 95 as well. Again, composure and reactions almost maxed out, which is great. Physicals and defending great. Short passing at 99 is good. Vision lets him down a little bit, and the long passing isn't quite as good. But again, really nice centre back for the 57k price. In the left back situation, we're going to be going with Spinazzola, who was 40k at the start of this promo, and he's now jumped up to 83k. So you might want to be a little bit careful on buying him right now, because like that price will fluctuate. But he's a high height. He is a right footed left back, but he's got a 4-star weak foot, which makes it very much usable, and he's got a boost to 5-star skill moves in this card. The pace is fantastic, essentially maxed out already for us. His passing is good, not great, but will get the job done in the system. Again, dribbling's well rounded. Defending is good still for this point. You definitely want to put like an anchor or a backbone on him. You want to boost the defending and the physical, and then it depends if you want to max out the pace or get the dribbling maxed out. But as I say, 83,000 coins. He was 40k. Nice option. For defensive midfielder beside Lopez, we're going to be using Brozovic, who on the market right now is 85,000 coins. I've played over 80 games with him already across like champs, elite rivals, and playing the golden goal modes. He's a really strong card. Him and Verratti are kind of battling for that starting spot in the team at the minute. The dribbling's really well rounded, but it's like the reactions and the dribbling at 87 can make it a little bit iffy sometimes, I'll be honest. He has some weird animations, but outside of that, he's a fantastic card. The vision at 95 with maxed out short and long passes is great, with good curve as well. Makes him, some of those 3 balls can be really good. His 99 stamina, 99 aggression, 90 strength make him really good for a DM, with obviously the defending stats being so good. And even better, if he does get any opportunity for like a long shot, he'll be able to finish that. And the passing's immense. He even has a finesse shot, dive into tackle, and long shot taker. Really, really strong card for 85k, and obviously he gets you strong in the Skriniar if you ever want to do a hybrid. Over in the cam position, I'm going to be going for this road to the final Ilicic card, because I really think he's a slept on player. His pace and his height are the things that will probably put people off the most, but he's 5-star, 4-star, medium left footed at 6'3". Heading and tall players are huge this year, so you want to take advantage of this when you can. You look at this already, the shooting's really strong, looking good. The passing with the vision and short pass is good. Long pass can let him down a little bit, and his balance is probably a little bit of an issue area. If you want to use this guy as a cam, I mean, he's got flair, finesse shot, and outside of the foot shot. You put an engine on this guy for 31,000 coins, is an absolute bargain, and he's a fantastic option. For the other cam role, we're going to be using Chiesa. Obviously, this is a striker card, so you only need to convert him to a centre forward to get full chemistry here. But this card's been out for quite a while. It's team year honorable mentions, but he still does a job. He's got a 4-star, 4-star, high, medium. That pace at 96 across the board is really good. You can boost that if you want, but you don't need to. The shooting, obviously, the penalties let him down a little bit. Everything else over 90 is really nice as a base. You don't necessarily need to boost this. The passing, I think you definitely do want to boost. The dribbling, with everything being over 90 except for composure, when this card was released, it means he's still usable now with 93 stamina. No real traits to speak of. You can boost whatever you feel necessary on this, but on the market he's 40k, and it's really nice for this budget to be able to slot him in. And then the striker that's going to play alongside Martinez in the squad is going to be the Keita Balde card. 99 pace, completely maxed out. Again, he's 40k on the market, 4-star, 4-star, high, medium, 5'11", really nice physicals except the aggression, but that's absolutely fine. I say the pace is maxed out at 99. You put a marksman on him to get the attack position doesn't get boosted, but the long shots go up, which are huge. The finishing gets maxed out and the shot power gets maxed. His agility and balance both over 90. Just gets the reactions up and the dribbling and ball control up. He also has the finesse shot trait. Really nice combo to have between Martinez, and that's how the 400 to 450k budget squad will line up. Now, if we move over to the 900k squad, there's actually only 4 changes we need to make. So the 400 to 450k squad gets us a really nice base. Basically, the backline stays the exact same, but we do shift into a 3 at the back and put Di Lorenzo in at centre back for us. He'll be playing as an outer centre back, which is quite nice. Smalling will be your central centre back, Skriniar again on the outside. Brozovic and Lopez are going to be playing as your defensive midfielders, and then, as I say, we've got Martinez as our striker, who's a sure stay in this. And we'll just sort of build the rest of this team out now, and we'll discuss the pricing. Over in the right mid position is going to be one of the more expensive players in the squad. It's Berardi at 185k. People were loving this card. There was one point I think he was selling for over 500,000 coins when he first got released. He's 6 foot, which is some question for some people because they like prefer smaller players, but for me, I quite like this. He means he's a lot physical. He's left foot on the right side, which means finesse shots are going to be an option with 4-star, 4-star. His pace you don't need to touch because it's pretty much maxed out already. His shooting is insane. You can get away without touching that if you want to. His passing, fantastic, all over 90s. Is dribbling all 99s in 4 areas and 95 in reaction and composure. And then his 85 stamp, 96 aggression. He has flair and team player, not finesse shot trait, but with the 94 curve and the 95 long shots, you'll be able to cut inside with him and hit some finesse shots. Insane card. I will probably be buying him very soon to put into my team. Say 185k. Slotting him in is really nice. I'm going to go for a bit of a cheaper option over in the left wing side of things. It's going to be picking up Insigne for 60k. The left wing options unless you have SBC players like Perisic, or you're going to spend big for Leao, are kind of limited. So this is the best sort of value option you have right now. There is currently an SBC player who got released. I'll grab his name now. So there's the Caprari SBC, who EA actually got some of the dribbling stats wrong when they first released him. It's been boosted up to 99 agility, 98 balance now. He's 120k on the market. Fantastic stats. 50 aggression is probably the only letdown. He's an alternative if you want someone different from Insigne. You can use him, but Insigne for 60k fills into our 900k squad quite nicely. For the cam position, just real quick, I was going to mention Pellegrini before, and he was going to be in this squad. I really like him with the 4-star, 4-star. I do prefer to use him as box to box because of the height. He's an SBC that would be a good cam in this situation, but I want to show you a tradable option that also fits really nicely. And that tradable player is Kalahonyi. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hopefully I haven't butchered the Turkish name, but he, for me, looks like a really underrated cam player, especially in like a 3-5-2 or 4-2-3-1 when you've got a central cam player, because yes, you need to boost the pace, but everything else is great for you. He's got medium, 4-star, 4-star. The medium workouts people complain about, but I think for a cam with the right instructions is absolutely fine. You're going to be getting a good pace split, like 91 acceleration for a player who's 5'10" and has high agility and balance will make him feel a little bit quicker. The passing you don't need to touch is fantastic already. Dribbling, I don't think you need to touch at all. Maybe you want to boost the reactions a little bit. I think if you put a hunter in this card, honestly, it's the best way to go. It gets the acceleration maxed out, sprint speed to 90, gets the shooting into a really good place, and it just has everything else you want for a cam. He's got flair and long shot. He's 50k on the market. He's a splendid option for this budget. And we're going to end things off by spending big. We're going 340k on Immobile. I packed him this morning from Elite Arrivals Rewards. This card is insane looking. I've not had a chance to play with him yet, but from the reviews I've watched and the feedback I've heard, his boost to 4-star, 5-star, everyone's loving it. He's 6'1", which fits the bill for being a taller striker and being able to head. His pace is good. You're going to want to boost it a little bit. His passing for a striker at this point, he's got the stats where you need it. 92 vision with 96 short passing is solid. 91 curve, also good. Shooting has 99 in 4 stats, 98 in another, and 93 in the long shot, so looking really good. Honestly, the agility is the one thing that you're probably wanting to boost in this, and the physicals are good, as we're saying. And he's got outside of his shot and long shot trait. Incredible striker. He's probably going to be an ultimate team this season as well, so his price might go down for you, and that completes the 900k squad, guys. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this, which budget, if you are going to try a team, which one you're going for. I know some of you guys use these, and then let me know that you get better results, which is always nice to hear. I think this team's absolutely nuts and is a great option. I look forward to seeing what ultimate team this season brings and then what the future promos have. Let me know down below if you have any ideas on what they will be or what you'd like to see. But thank you for watching, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.